Sup people, Basedbrawler here, and in this video I sort of wanted to give you guys like a life update or whatever. Actually, I literally just thought about this less than a minute ago, so if I stumble on my words or I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, it's probably because of that. But nonetheless, I wanted to get to a couple things. First off, it's something I don't necessarily want to share. I mean, I don't see what the problem with me sharing it would be, but for the most part, I don't think you guys would care anyway. Me and my family have been going to this, I guess, group study, if that's how to say it. I think it's 3 days, yeah, 3 days out of the week we do it, so that hasn't necessarily been exhausting me. It's not just that. I'm just letting you guys know that on the weekends, if, you know, I mess up uploads, or not mess up, but if I don't upload or whatever, it's because of that. The other thing is, again, like, less than an hour ago, I was actually less than 10 minutes ago, I just got done exercising, and, I've been trying to really focus on my physical health, and just, you know, everything, like, from here inside, because, you know, it's not necessarily good to be, I don't know the word for it, vain or whatever, or conceited, or like, you know, care about your body and like that's the only thing you should focus on. But at the same time, it is important. And if I have nothing better to do, which at the moment, thanks to COVID, or our government, whichever way you want to put it, I don't really have anything better to do. Now, some of you guys may be like, oh, but Basedbrawler, how are you making money or whatever? It's like, how? Because you guys know, I mean, I haven't told you guys the exact amount, but I have spent money on Dragon Ball Legends as well as Burst of Power. I want to spend more money on Burst of Power, but, you know, Bullet being the kind person he is, he doesn't think it's a good idea. And when I really think about it, I don't think it's a good idea either. I mean, sure, yes, I can invest in it, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's my money. I can do whatever I want with it. But at the same time, downloads are more important. He is right about that, and I didn't really think about that too much, but the more downloads he gets, the more revenue he gets overall, because there's more people watching ads, and there's potentially more people spending money. And, you know, if I spend all the money, it's like, what am I going to have left? You know what I mean? I don't mean to be selfish, but at the same time, it's like I told Bullet, I talked to them, everyone's got to eat, so. The other thing is, I want to talk about this real quick, so that for those of you who wanted to hear about it, you can leave the video now. Even though it's probably not going to be in the title or whatever, but there's a new update, okay? I'm going to talk about this in detail later. Not right now, there's a new update, but there's going to be a new update in a couple weeks, and there's a new character. Now, Bullet did tell me that there is going to be a new character before he publicly told you guys. However, I still don't know who it is. So even if I did know, I couldn't tell you guys. But even at that, even if I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know. So it's, that's kind of crazy. The other thing is, for a second when I was starting the video, I thought, you know, it was zoomed in too much or whatever, but you know what? Considering what I have on my desk right now, I'm kind of glad it didn't zoom in all the way, or zoom out, whatever you want to call it. So I've also been, you know, I've been focusing on a lot of life stuff, like adult stuff, because I'm 22 years old. It's like 4 years into adulthood. And I've been trying to set things up for the most part, not just financially, but also in terms of other things. Like, I'm trying to get a car. I sold my sister my previous car, but I'm still using that car. I don't have my own car yet. So, I'm trying to set this stuff up. And again, I don't know if you guys necessarily, I don't even know how many views this video is going to get, okay? I just want to, you know, sort of not vent. I just want to talk about it, because I just want to be unfiltered, and I don't want like, obviously I want responses to this stuff, but that's if I'm looking for a response. At the moment, I'm not looking for a response. I just want to get this stuff off my chest and talk about it in a video format, Because if it were a stream, I'd be distracted by you guys constantly asking me, how do you unlock carrots premium forms? No, but seriously, like, uh, I just feel like this is also part of it. This is also a very healthy thing to do because I'm getting this stuff out, and it's, you know, yeah, it's just putting let's say you're a cook, okay? Let's say you're a chef, all right? You're preparing all this food, okay? For me, it's like I'm preparing all this food in my mind, okay? I'm preparing all this food, but it's just being stocked up, okay? And yes, there is also like the anger and stuff that irritates you and that builds up and then you burst. There is that too, okay? But I'm talking about it's also healthy to do that with positive stuff because even with the positive stuff, it overwhelms. It's not just, oh, you know, positive stuff have this bubble and the negative stuff, like stuff that irritates you, has another bubble. No, they're both in the same bubble, okay? They're both in the same mind right here. So I at least want to get some of the stuff out and be like that chef preparing food. I want to serve the food. I don't want to just leave it there. Does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense. And I'm not saying all this stuff is necessarily all positive, but I mean, for the most part, I am trying to go for like just anything really in my life. I found this. Yes, I am going off topic now, but I'm gonna get back on track. Okay. This fidget cube. You guys remember when these were a thing? It's funny because I started getting fidget spinners first, and all I have left is a fidget cube. But I forgot what I did. I think I gave them to my cousins. Anyway. So also in terms of my work, because again I'm getting I think I already told you guys unemployment, whatever. I don't think anyone cares. I don't think any like one important is gonna watch this video. Okay, you know what? Sorry, take that back. You guys are all important. I meant like important for that specific area of expertise. You know what I mean? But my job isn't probably gonna come back for a couple months, so I will be able to still make videos and stuff. I can still draw. Speaking of drawing, I have a new art style. I should have shown you guys the drawing I did for my sister. That's sort of the that's pretty much like the in a nutshell what my art style is gonna look like. I mean, maybe I could show you guys later, but that rice drawing I did, that's what their faces are gonna look like. The bodies are pretty much gonna look the same. I haven't really looked deeper into a new art style for that yet. I should probably focus more on that. I mean, normally when I watch anime like Dragon Ball Super and One Punch Man, I focus on the faces and I look for expressions and stuff. Because me, I don't know if I told you guys this yet. Me having autism, it is kind of difficult for me to. Yeah, I have. I told you guys on a stream. It's kind of difficult for me to understand facial expressions and stuff, but that's the reason why I look more towards faces when I watch anime. It's because I want to see like how they're expressing stuff. Like, you know, when a character like gets punched in the gut, they're like, "Ah!" Or that was horrible, terrible acting. But you know, if they're like shocked, they're like, no, Kakarot. See, like that sort of stuff. But when it comes to the rest of the body, like shoulders, neck, and everything, like I think it's pretty decent. All I care about when it comes to that is proportions, but other people are more toward detail. I try to go for proportions. It doesn't always work out very well, but that is something that I like to focus on. For me, proportion comes first, detail comes second. A lot of people are the opposite. They're like, oh, you know, they can make this super fancy like little face, like these little chibi characters. Or chibi, I don't know, chibi, I don't, okay, chibi, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. They have the big heads and the small bodies, you know, some people are like, oh, that's so adorable, that's so cute, you know, it looks cool, it looks neat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Me, I don't care, like, here, for example, like these pop figures. That's how other people are. Me, I personally go for proportions, I don't know why, but well, what I suffer from when it comes to that is a lot of the characters have the same proportions. But considering, I mean, in the game, it's like the same models for all the characters. Like, they have the same proportions, same height, same weight, all that. What's the Amazon car outside? But yeah, this is pretty much to summarize this video. I mean, reached the 10-minute mark just now. I've been exercising a lot more. I've been going to the study with my family, and life is going pretty good outside of Burst of Power. And I'm still going to make videos on Burst of Power and everything. And even if Bullet does stop working on the game, I'm going to make videos on it. It is a really awesome game. And hell, I might even, like, delete the app and reinstall it so I can just play it over again. It's really fun without ads. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm going to watch the ads that come on, like, by default when you play a certain amount of levels. But, I mean, if I ever get super bored, I could just play the whole thing again. You know what I mean? It's a really fun game, outside of, you know, outside of nothing. It's just a really good game in general. I don't have to say outside of, like, the only thing I really was upset about was the 30-second challenges. But aside from that, the game is awesome. And I can't wait for that update. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Bursts of Power content if you haven't already. And yeah, this is Basedbrawler signing off. Have a nice day if you haven't already. And if you haven't, then you better. That's all I gotta say.